The like reddish black speckles are everywhere. I wiped down my desk as good as I could, but like months ago I splattered fake blood on my shoes and it's like they're not coming off. But without further ado, sketchbook tour. I filmed one of these like 2 months ago and I haven't actually worked in the sketchbook in like a month, maybe longer. I kind of gave up on it, but I filled it like, I got like 150 pages in, I think. But anyway, the cover, all of these except for this one are just things that I either drew or printed out and then taped on here or glued. Then I like put a bunch of packing tape on top of it because it was chipping off. But this is Pete's bass guitar. This is an actual sticker on here that I got from an Asking Alexandria concert because they had sticker packs, and I think there's one on the back too. But yeah, Pete and Patrick, Emo Scum, that's my name. On the side has the date. It exploded. Like, the spine couldn't handle all the shit that I was putting in it, and it literally exploded, and I had to put a bunch of tape on top of it. But the back is my chem reference and Fall Out Boy. And then there's the other Asking Alexandria sticker. I think that takes you to their Spotify page or their merch website. I don't know. And I taped / hot glued this like elastic band to try to keep it shut. Like it's icky. It's icky. It's seen a lot. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm trying to stay in frame. I can't see the thing. The camera setup is, this is like an overhead lamp, like for drawing, and it's perched up on the Last Ronin TMNT comic with my phone taped to the lamp. So it's a little bit iffy, but anyway, getting into it, put the date that it started. Didn't really put an ending date, I guess. This came, I like took this out of my Sum 41 CD and I put it in here. I always put my age in like the high school year. And there's P right there before I got to be able to figure out how to print things with color. So yeah, he's there. Content warning, those things. None of them are that bad, honestly. They're all pretty tame, pretty mild. Also got this out of the Metallica CD. I don't actually fuck with Metallica. I just put it in here because it matched the color scheme. I don't really like Metallica. That's just me. That's just me. Oh, also this little like, I like to put these in my sketchbooks. It's like a little pouch, and usually I put little mini doodles in there. Like when I'm on, like when I don't have enough time to tape it in there immediately, or like printed out pictures or whatever. But yeah, I put that in there. First page, fun fact, all of the like first 3 pages, I didn't draw them in this sketchbook. I had another sketchbook that was spiral bound that I had drawn all these things in, but I fucking hate spiral bound sketchbooks. Like they piss me off. And over the years, like for some reason, they always get like unscrewed and then they're like off center. I don't even know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't like it. Plus all the pages rubbed together and they make it all smudgy. So I don't like it. So I cut all of them out and then I glued them all / taped them all in. But yeah, Gerard. This is the first time trying to draw everybody. Ray looks kind of cute, but I don't know. Frank looks a little bit too tiny. That's me whenever I had that hair. And this is also me whenever I had the hair before that hair. I had like a weird brown hair in the back thing going on, and then I dyed it to this red. And it's not red anymore, but I kind of miss it. I kind of miss the red. But introduction, and then first drawing of Pete Wentz, I think. He's drawn a lot more, but this is the first attempt, and I don't think it's that bad. And also Mikey. And I still really like this drawing, even though it's so far in the beginning, I still really like this drawing. I think I captured his little bit evil essence from the reference photo here. Some Franks. There's gonna be a lot of like my chem and Fall Out Boy fan art in this. Like 90% of it is. Just a warning. Or if you're into that, then there you go. Here's me, random girl. Then I drew this random girl, and I drew her twice because I thought she was cute. And this is a human Bill Cipher, except he looks like a twink, and I thought it'd be funny if he had like a pyramid scheme scheme, because he's like a pyramid. And he was also like a crypto bro because they suck. So I did that. I made him a little bit, he kind of looks like a Vizzy Hop character in here. I don't think I like it. This is one of my favorite pages still. To this day, I have like 3 favorite pages, and this is one of them. I went and I saw Fall Out Boy live. I went and I saw them, and I did this little collage from the weekend. It was my birthday weekend. Oh my god, it was so awesome. But they were giving out like it was like a fan project, and they were giving these out at the stadium, and we were supposed to put this up to our phone flashlights whenever they played Fake Out, and it made the whole room pink. It was so beautiful. I almost cried. Also a picture of Peach down here. And then this is me and my friend the weekend of the event. That's me and that's my friend. More Pete's. More Pete's. And I did like a galaxy but with like this like gold dust. Like stardust. Do you get it? Oh my god, I felt so clever. My voice shaking at the end. Oh my god. Okay. I like filling up my pages, but this one is so filled up that it kind of gives me anxiety. What is that? Chocolate? I don't know what that is. It's very filled up, but I want to draw tigers, so I drew tigers. I really like this drawing of Mikey. It's kind of smudged with like random shit, but I have the picture. It's on my Instagram. This Kellen kind of looks freaky. It wasn't supposed to be Kellen whenever I drew it, and then it just ended up looking like Kellen, so I just said it was Kellen. And then random characters and Frank. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame. I am. Okay. Random scene queen. First drawing of Patrick. Me having an existential crisis. Frank. And then Frank written out. I think I was trying to do like calligraphy. I don't know how it went. It's not that good, but it's okay. Oh, this page is one of my least favorite pages. It's so messy. I saw Hail the Sun live. They were awesome. That was still, to this day, one of my favorite shows that I've seen. So I drew Donovan. But, again, the color pencils that I used kind of fucked it up. And the liner also I messed up. Oh, my friend drew this. It's Vic. Because she says that he has ice cream arms. Because his biceps are, like perfectly in the shape of, like, they look like ice cream. I don't know. Ask her. I don't know. Frank. Again, another Frank. Oh, I thought that this sticker was funny. It came in like, my friend got me like this giant sticker pack of Supernatural stickers, and it had like this random fan art. I was the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition. Okay. All right, angsty. I think at this point I was kind of like, I hadn't had like a legit sketchbook in a while, so I was trying to get used to layouts, and I kept on doing like this one-to-one like layout, and it was like boring. Like I hated it. But I kept on doing it. I drew Gerard, but if he knew how to play guitar, because he doesn't. Gerard again. Tony and Vic, except Vic looks freaky. He looks scary. He looks like a bug, but Tony looks really cute. And then Party Poison. Don't like this one. This one's okay. Or Party Poison. I like these ones more. I drew this random vampire dude, and I decided that I hated him. Under here it says he's an he's an asshole, and that you should hate him. Do I have like cat hair in my gloves? Anyway, this is Mikey, and then Gerard again, and I was listening to Boom 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 by the Venga Boys. That's on my emo playlist. I know it's not emo, and like the whole rest of my playlist is emo except for some Cobra Starship. But like the Venga Boys is staying on that playlist. I don't care. Oh. I really like this drawing, but at the time when I was drawing it, I messed up on coloring Mikey's nose. Because I used the same red that I used for Gerard's eyeshadow for his nose blush, and it like bled. But honestly, looking at it now, it's not that big of a deal. But I was freaking out about it at the time because like, no, it was turning out so good. More Party Poison, and Patrick is in the sky. I think this is supposed to be soul punk Patrick because he's blonde, but yeah, it kind of just looks like he's like a god overlooking Party Poison on his journey. Which, who's to say he wouldn't, you know? Who's to say he wouldn't? Another boring page. Just 2 random scene queens. Me. I drew this guy and then decided that he was Austin Knight. His last name's Knight, right? The guy from Water Parks. Yeah, him. Oh, I was thinking about what their job, like if there was an AU of what their jobs would be if they were never in bands. And I feel like just Frank would work at a gas station. I don't know. Pete, again, he looks really cute in this one. I really like this drawing. And then Frank, if he was a zombie. Fun fact, I used these markers, so Pete the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse cup that I got from Burger King, washed out and kept. But I used these ones and they were like, okay, well, not this. They're water-based, so I was like, I had like a little puddle of water next to me, and I was like drawing it, scribbling it out, and then like mixing it and then doing that. And I think it gave it kind of a cool effect. I like it. And surprisingly, it didn't ruin the paper. More Gerard. I like this one a lot. I think he looks really cute. I like cut this out from a magazine. I think I did that with these two, Donovan. And then Gerard and Ray. Ray looks very motherly in this picture. Party Poison. I was very into Fabulous Killjoys for a while during this time. Like for straight, like 2 weeks straight, I was very into it. So I was drawing a lot of Party Poison. I still do later on, but yeah, I remember I really liked the way this turned out. It looks kind of dull in person. I feel like it got less vibrant the longer it sat, if that's even possible. Zombie, random zombie. And then Pete and Patrick down here. I don't like the setup of this page though. It's kind of weird. Like this space is weird. Me, don't like this drawing though, so we're moving on. Little mini comic. I just had the idea. I feel like Mikey would be really, really good at staring contests. Like he would dominate staring contests. I don't know, he just gives me that energy. So they're at a random diner and they're doing a staring contest. So yeah. Also this random scene girl, because I think I saw someone with this outfit and I wanted to draw them. Cut this out from a cat magazine that I had. I did this doodle on the ferry and taped in here. I tried to draw hesitant alien. I cannot fucking talk. I'm trying to talk too fast and I can't talk. I was trying to draw hesitant alien Gerard. Didn't like it though. I still don't really like it. The skin turned out okay, but like it kind of gives me like jelly art style energy, which kind of pissed me off. Then it was Gerard's birthday. So I drew Gerard on Gerard's birthday. So there's a bunch of Gerards. This is Andy, not Gerard. Andy's here. Also, these little pictures. Back when I still couldn't figure out how to get the printer at my school to print with color. So there's just like a bunch of black and white things. But it's okay. It matches the color scheme. It's okay. I like this page a lot. It reminds me of comics. Mikey. Me, to Fall Out Boy lyrics. Lots of Fall Out Boy lyrics in here. You will see. I think that the sketchbook gets better as well. Then it gets bad at the end, but it gets better towards the middle. But yeah, I was drawing Fall Out Boy lyrics realistically. Another random zombie girl. I don't know this character. I just think I wanted to draw a bloody nose and like hair that looked like it was ribbons. And I was listening to Good Girls Go Bad by Cobra Starship. A lot of people like this page, and I like this page too. It's like I like color schemes on spreads. I think it's like fun. It's really nice to look at. So Frank spread and to Fall Out Boy lyrics, it said blue. I was like, oh my god, that literally matches. So yeah, Frank. I really like this one. I like the energy that's put in this one. Like it really feels like he's gonna kick somebody. Again with the color schemes. Gerard, I don't really like this drawing. It doesn't look like him to me. He looks too like Tumblr girl. I don't know. But I did get my first tattoo on this page. Well, not on this page, but this page was the day, the 13th. Jesus Christ, that was like 3 months ago. Okay, that wasn't too long ago. I got my first tattoo and it looks like that. And I got this sticker at the tattoo, from the tattoo lady. She gave me this. And then I stole this from like a little pamphlet that I got at a local show, and I cut it out and put it in here. That was the show that we went to. This was a someday. Whatever, you don't care. But Flying Whammy was really good. I liked seeing them. They were really fun. Pink page that had a lot of potential, but I put it off and then it just never got done. I had like a lot of plans to fully fill this page, but I just kept on putting it off and whatever. Tony, he looks very cute here. Here's Ray and Frank. I really like the way Ray looks. I think he looks very nice. And then Pete, sweet little dudes. It's cute, even though it's not finished. I feel like if I didn't tell you that it was unfinished, you wouldn't really be able to tell. But yeah, it's okay. I'm okay with it. I like this spread a lot too. This is like filled, but to the point where it doesn't give me anxiety, you know? Fuck this guy. At the time when I made this, I didn't know shit. So yeah, fuck this guy. But Gerard, Frank going out of a window. And I was drawing this. My brother walked in. He was like, why are you drawing my room? And I was like, what? He was like, that literally looks like my room. That's my bed sheets. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. I was looking at a reference on Pinterest and I like went off of the reference a little bit. And I accidentally, this is literally what my brother's room looks like. So it was kind of weird, but it's Frank's room now. He's leaving. Gerard. I really like the way, this is Pete and Patrick. I really like the way Patrick's face turned out. I was drawing so tiny and he looks like a little hamster. So I really hope that it's not glaring too much because it's like the light is shining directly on it. But anyway, Mikey, Frank again, Gerard again. I'm trying to talk fast because I don't want this to be too long, and I'm like tripping over my words, and I already talk a lot and talk really fast anyway, and I slur my words together without meaning to, and I feel like it's just getting amplified right now. Please say it's still recording. Okay, it's still recording. Is it offsetter? Sorry. Mermaid girl, random girl, fold your hands, child. Reference Cobra Starship. Yeah. I was thumbnailing for this pose, even though this pose ended up super stiff. So most of these thumbnails are honestly better, but I just did it with like a galaxy background. I really like this little corner. I drew Pete, and I saw this on Pinterest and I printed it out. It's here now. I really like the way the spread looks. Like it's fun. I enjoy it. This is like, I think this is where I peaked in the sketchbook. I think this was my peaking page because every drawing on here looks so cute, and the way that it's like filled out looks so cute. But Patrick and Pete, this drawing of Ryan Ross, think I peaked here too. He looks so good. Pete again. And then I was listening to Crunkaholic. Anyway, I drew my tattoo in more detail. This is what it looks like. It's on my arm. Very excited about it still, even though it's been like months. I don't care. Speaking of body mods, I'm getting snake bites tomorrow. I'm so excited. I wanted snake bites since I was 14, and now that I'm 18, I'm fulfilling my destiny to get them. But anyway, yeah, I like this spread. It's cute. Current day Pete, cutie pie. More stuff. Oh, I got on a car accident, and it also happened to be Patrick's birthday, so I wrote that down. It was his fault. It was his fault. I swear to God, it was his fault. I don't even know what came over me. I was like, I need to draw these two playing video games together. So I did, and I feel like Pete would be a sore loser. So that's where that came out. And then little doodles of them. They look so cute. And if you open up this, what? I love my punk rock princess, and it's Patrick Stump. Oh my God. That's one thing I'm going to miss because I'm graduated now. I'm going to miss using my school's printer because that's where I got all of these pictures. I just saved them on Pinterest and I added them to Google Doc, and then I printed them out and cut them out at school whenever I was done with my classes. And now I can't do that anymore because I don't have a color printer. We're poor. Oh. Things have changed for me. This is Pete under here, and I drew this whole background, and honestly, the background looks really nice. I like mushed references. I like took the reference of this random gas station, and then I took a reference from Pete, and he was doing this. No. I took a reference of somebody else in there doing this, and then I cropped Pete's face on it, and I made the perfect reference, and I fucked up on his face so bad. Like, I'm not even gonna show you because it's so embarrassing. He looks so ugly. He looks like a little gremlin. I was really into the idea of like the reality of fame in like the 2000s for a hot minute, and so I don't know. I was thinking about it a lot, so I drew a little like mini comic of Pete and Patrick and paparazzi pictures. And then here's this little Gerard. It's not perfect because this one isn't like that, but whatever. It's still cute. Yeah. And then here's Pete and Gabe Saporta. Cute comic. I was thinking about college I use. So where they met at like the college library, or maybe it's a cafe. Actually, it might be a cafe. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's cute. It's fun. I like doing comics. I really like doing comics. I just don't have ideas for them very often, so I don't end up fulfilling them very often. But spread. Red and black spread, except it had such... I'm going to start from the beginning. Left to right. Left to right. I hit 1,000 not subscribers. Fuck, no. I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. I was like, what? This has never happened to me before. So I screenshotted it, circled it, printed it out, taped it in here, and then drew myself. That's myself reacting to it. I don't care if that might be seen as self-obsessed. I was very excited. And Gerard. Recording? Okay, it is. I wanted to do this like vampire, and like it had the potential of looking so cool. Dude, I'm literally getting lightheaded because I'm talking and breathing so much and it's so hot up here. Okay. I was trying to do like a red lighting, but it just made it look like he was like super sunburned. Like it just looks like he's red. My Chem lyrics. Oh, also, this is a hat that I have. Hold on. Just hold on real quick. See? I got this from Goodwill. My friend got it for me from Goodwill for like $5, like 6 months ago. And I think it's so stupid. I love it. I love it. I'm currently collecting stupid hats. Hold on. This dude too. Okay, I went. This dude too. Come on. He is so funny. The only problem is, how the fuck do I style this? I'm having trouble. Also, like, my head is kind of small. So I feel like every time I wear like beanies, sometimes it makes my... Okay, I just shook my whole desk. Just makes my head look kind of small, but we will persevere. Moving on. First drawing of my OC. I've had this OC since like 2020, I think, maybe, but he's changed a lot. And I don't even, like, I used to think about his plot. Like, I used to have like a fully fledged out plot for him. But I don't even know if I want to use that plot anymore. You know, whatever. I drew Joe because I have a massive crush on him. I have a massive crush on all of them. Okay, let's be real. But I feel like Joe doesn't get enough love. Like, I never see people talking about Joe or like drawing fan art of Joe. Like, come on, somebody draw Joe. Nerds. This is Femme Patrick, or Patricia, or Girl Trick. Many names. This is supposed to be Gerard, but he looks like a fucking like Catholic school teacher. Don't like it. Don't like it. And then this picture, I don't remember who posted it. It might have been, it wasn't Joe. It might have been Joe. Posted this picture of Patrick, and he was holding a puppy in his lap, and I kept on seeing everybody drawing him, and I was like, I need to draw this. So I drew him. He's so cute. Fall Out Boy lyrics. Oh, Fully is so good. So good. That song's so good. Am I gatekeeping right now? I don't want to gatekeep. I just can't remember the name of the song right now. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was practicing anatomy and gesture drawings because I think that one of my weakest parts of drawing is that I draw people really stiff. Like, I'm really stiff whenever I draw, I feel. Like, drawing people. This one ended up looking like the Riddler, so I was like, Riddler? And I drew him as a Riddler. Arlo, my OC again. His face doesn't look like that, but in my defense, I didn't have pencils. I only had yellow Posca and then black Posca. That's me. That's him with glasses. That's my brother. And then that is Gerard looking like a fruity flamingo. Flamingo. Because the reference picture I used, he was looking, okay. He was serving. I'll say it. That's not a hot take. It was Danger Days era. Of course he was. Oh, I really like this page. Like the cool blue. More Girl Trick because she's so cute. I love drawing Girl Trick so much. So yeah, I drew her. Gerard. And I drew Gerard again. He looks really cute in this one. And I was like mildly obsessed with this picture of Pete. I don't know if you can see it because it'll glare. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, it's kind of low quality. But he was trying on like all these all these hats that everybody had. And he looked very good. At this time, I used to go on Pinterest and like look up anime figurines and then like use them as reference for poses. And so I was doing that, but I was drawing it as Gerard, like Teal Roots Gerard. But I was also basing it off of the outfit that the character was wearing in the reference, like the figurine. But then I went off the color palette because I wanted it to match the roots. And then I like sat back and I was like, this looks like Hatsune Miku. And so I accidentally drew Hatsune Miku Gerard, which will make another appearance, but that's besides the point. I really like the way the hair turned out in this one. Like, I don't know how to replicate this hair. I don't know what came over me, but this hair looks so good. I really, really like the way it turned out. More femme Fall Out Boy. Here is Girl Wentz and Girl Trick. And then here are my OCs again. These OCs were from completely different universes than Arlo. Like, they were supposed to be in their own universe, and they were like vampire lesbians that were in college, but for some reason the college had a uniform because I wanted to draw them in a uniform, but I was like, colleges don't have uniforms. So I was like, okay, maybe in this world they do, whatever. The coloring, the watercolors that I used at the time were like pastels, but I didn't know that, so it's like not accurate to their color palettes at all, but it's okay. I blended their worlds for fun, and I think maybe I'm just gonna end up blending them together forever. But yeah, they're in love. I don't like the layout of this page. It's kind of weird, but Pete, I think he turned out really cute here. Midwest emo lyrics, shut up. Arlo and Kieran, who is his love interest. I don't know, it's cute. I found this reference of like a football field on Pinterest, and I was like, that looks just like my high school football field. What the hell? So I drew it. And it's kind of weird, but also it's like such a stereotypical like American football field, so I shouldn't be that surprised. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. And then a drawing of Mikey Way with the lyrics to Brother because I really like the way it turned out though. It's simple, you know. I had big plans for this page too. I wanted to draw I drew Gerard Way but as the Riddler, and he looks really cute. And this is from a random CD that my dad had, and it was like a little paper that came inside of it. And it kind of looked like the Riddler's handwriting if you like squint. So I put it in here and I drew little symbols. And I was gonna draw him again as the Riddler here, but I just never fucking did. But I drew Gerard with a knife. I don't know. And then him looking crazy down here. Kieran, this is gonna be blurred out. That's me venting. Don't worry about that. But yeah, Kieran, some stuff about him. Pierce the veil, but like with skull animals. What? Had to print that out and put that in here. I don't like this page. Prints out of my girls. Another attempt at drawing Joe, because I have this thing where I'll like draw people and I'll get used to drawing their face, and then I'll get like scared to draw new people's faces, so I just won't. So I was in this loop of only ever really drawing Gerard, Pete, and Patrick like over and over and over again. So I was like, I want to draw Joe. Didn't turn out very good though. And this is a reference. This is Patrick and this is Pete, but I didn't want to draw their faces because I was not in the mood to draw faces. So I just drew them without faces. Because who's gonna stop me? Oh, I drew this in class because this song was stuck in my head like glue. I don't even remember what the song is. Ooh, la la la. It's the way that you feel when you know it's real. You know that one? That one, yeah. So this one pictures thought it was funny, so I put it in there. It's 2008, it's time to make changes. Oh, also, I was drawing a portrait of Pete, but I was using like weird materials, and I don't like the way it turned out. But the lighting was like this in the reference picture. I don't know, it's okay, it's whatever. Oh my god, I'm getting so hot. Would you guys care if I turned on the AC again? Would you guys mind? I'm gonna suck it up. It's okay. I'm like almost done. It's okay. Arlo again, my OC. Girl Trick again. I was gonna do something with this, but I didn't. I went to the Ask Alexandria concert, and I took this picture with my friend's digital camera, and it looks sick. You can't really see anybody, but it looks cool. That was a crazy concert, by the way. By far my most like intense concert I think I've ever been to. Which you may be listening and be like, Asking Alexandria isn't even that hardcore. That's not what I'm talking about. It was the fucking people there. But that's a story for another time. I promise. That is a story for another time. Ryan Ross, and at this time, I was listening to Pretty Odd on like repeat. That is like the only album that I would listen to for like days on end. Yeah, that shit came in clutch. Okay, Arlo again. I just saw this reference on Pinterest and I was like, I'm gonna draw him in that, even though it doesn't really have anything to do with his story, I don't think. But it turned out he looked kind of young, so I was like, he's 14 years old in this one, I guess. And then I was getting really into Panic, which, for reference, whatever, you don't care. I was listening to, I write Sins Not Tragedies, and I was like, oh my god, what if there is a burlesque AU for my OCs? So I drew Arlo in a burlesque costume. Her words are swimming through his ears again. Yeah. And then I drew him and Kieran. I like the way the pose turned out. I used a reference, and I think I like the way it turned out. And that's Kieran's reaction to Arlo. This page kind of sucks. Gerard, don't like this one. Like this one. That's my dog. I kept on messing up on Kieran's face over and this was an extended burlesque AU. And you know what? Like, Arlo looks fine. I kept on fucking messing up on Kieran's face, and I still did over and over and over again. So I ended up giving up. So yeah. Ryan Ross, but I cut off his face because I didn't want to draw a face. So yeah, he only has half a face. Ryan Ross again. Pete Wentz. I feel like this really captures his face. Like, that's totally Pete, you know? I kind of messed up on his face a little bit. I like the hair, though. But, like, that's definitely Pete Wentz. And then Joe and Pete. Ah! And then this drawing of Pete that I never ended up posting because he just... I don't even know. I feel like his eyes are too far apart and he kind of looks like a frog. That's partly because of the pose. Looking at it now, it's not that bad. But at the time, I was like, oh no, I hate it. So I didn't post it, but honestly, it's not that bad. I was being dramatic. Pink page, because we're continuing that color theme again. Drawings of Pete, follow Bay lyrics. I drew William Beckett. Then I did some research on William Beckett. I don't fuck with the guy anymore. I'm so mad. I'm literally so mad because I really like The Academy Is, and I really like The Academy Is his music, but now I don't fuck with that guy, and he's so pretty too. Ugh, besides the point. Patrick, I really like this drawing of him. I think he looks really cute. Frank, this drawing of Gerard, ooh, I was going off a photo reference, and he was like in like the receptionist woman outfit, and he was like draped over the speaker. Oh my god, he looked so good. So I had to draw him. And that was literally what it looked like whenever I was drawing it. Just by the way, yeah. Return of Gerard Hatsune Miku. Return of Gerard Hatsune Miku. I kept on, I was like going down a rabbit hole and I was watching all of these YouTube videos of like the Miku Beam like thing. I don't know if it counts as an animation meme. But yeah, and I was like, oh my god, Gerard Hatsune Miku Beam. So I drew that. And it turned out really cute. I was listening to Prison, My Chem, and I was like, okay, I've seen people draw My Chem but in a prison AU. What if Fall Out Boy but a prison AU? So I did that, but I was like, okay, but why the fuck would Patrick ever go to prison? And then I remembered Patrick got pulled over and there's a mugshot of him online because he was driving without a license. So I was like, okay, that's why he's in prison, which is so silly, but it makes me happy. Oh, okay. I was doing a doodle page, but I kept on fucking up. So I kept on like putting layers and layers and layers of sticky notes on top of it, which, whatever, I don't know. I was just having fun. Drawing those same vampire lesbian OCs from the beginning. It was supposed to be Arlo, but I didn't draw him. But yeah, I was drawing that in class. And under it, I think there's more anatomy practice, but I don't think it's super PG. So we're moving on. Mikey. I really don't like the way these turned out. I was trying to draw Frank and Ray, but I just ended up hating it. So Gerard in the bathtub, and then Gerard and Frank, but they're looking tough and mean, and they just got beat up. I don't know what came over me. I just want to draw that. And now we're coming back to the spreads that have so much on there that it stresses me out. This is one of those spreads. Pete and Patrick. Pete, don't know who the fuck this guy is. Don't know who he is, but he's there. A bunch of Patricks. And then there's like 3 of these in here. I think there was a Patrick one, there was a Pete one, and now there's a Gerard one. So yeah, I love my girlfriend. And this, I was listening to 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, as one does, and I don't know, like this idea of, I don't even know, like the devil or like death itself, like having a grip on the male demolition lover, just like had a grip on my brain. So I drew this to the lyrics from the song. I think this is like my most popular Instagram post also, which kind of surprised me because I don't think the drawing itself is that good. Like I think the side profile is kind of iffy, but I like the way the hand turned out, so it's okay. It's okay. I drew Joe, but in earnest, I fucking love the way this turned out. Oh my god. The reference image, he looks so good, and I feel like I really did him justice in the drawing. I cut this out of an old Bible that I had because I thought it was funny. It's suffering. There was like a couple other ones too, but this one was just really stuck out to me. Like, okay, Jesus Christ, chill out. So I put that in here. And that's me. And then I wanted to do like a comic style inspired Pete and Patrick alien galaxy spread. And I was like, I'm gonna accomplish that. So I did. And this was partially because I was watching partially? Okay. I need to stop tripping over my words. This was partially because I was watching Sketchbook tours, and I was watching, oh my god, I forget they're at. I'm gonna put it right here. I was watching this person, and they have like a whole thing with aliens, and they draw them a lot. So I drew Pete and Patrick's aliens. Also 4th of July on repeat because, yeah. That's venting as well. But I was using like the reference of like a Greek statue. And I was using a reference for this drawing, and I really like the way it turned out. Also, I ripped out pages of the same Bible from before, and I typed it on here for a background. Can that be seen as disrespectful? Yes. If that... sorry. I did my time. I used to go to church. I did my time. I can do what I want now. I was going through some pretty art block at this time. So, just random doodles. More random doodles that I don't like the way any of them turned out, except this one. Except this little Patrick. I think that looks really fucking cute. Oh, also, this was like a drawing I did months ago. Months ago in general, but also from the time that I put in here, it was months prior. It's Gerard and Frank, but like I feel like Gerard would be a cat whisperer. Even though I know there's a video where he said he likes dogs more. I feel like he would just be a cat whisperer. I don't know. More venting. Can you tell around this time of my life I was going through stuff? Can you tell? You can't tell. Okay. Anyway, this was done technically half on Pete's birthday, technically the day after. I drew the drawings themselves on Pete's birthday, but I finished the page the day after. But yeah, it was Pete's birthday. He turned 45. What? Somebody's old. And also I had Hot to Go stuck in my head so bad, so I drew him singing Hot to Go. So I was like, I'm sick of not coloring enough. I kind of was. I was sick of not coloring enough. So I drew a really colorful page. And this was Patrick, but I messed up on his face, but I was like, okay, well, that's fine. So I cut out these little stars and like glued them on here, and I was like, okay, I like that because it gives out the extra textures. And then I drew Pete. in like these little boxes, and I really like the way it turned out. I think it's really cute, and it's like doodly in a good way. I also really like the way this page turned out. I was like, what if Pete made a video game on the 3DS, and it was like sponsored by Clandestine, and it was like a dress-up game. So I had it, I made it. This was a reference of Pete eating a burger, so I drew a burger because I don't draw food like ever. Also, this drawing of Patrick playing the acoustic guitar. This page is also kind of messy, but I was kind of giving up at this point. Gerard, I like the way this drawing turned out. Whatever this is, you know. Party Poison in a silly outfit. I literally had like never drawn Andy prior to this, so I drew Andy finally. I don't have anything against Andy. I feel like if you look through this, you would think that I had personal beef with Andy. I don't. I love Andy. I just never draw him, so I drew him again. And then high school AU Pete, but I know that he didn't look like this in high school. I know he had the dreads. I just wanted to draw Pete, but if he was in high school, and he still had all these piercings that he took out later, but also if he had like Fall Out Boy era hair. Oh my god. This was like a mini comic that I did of like a photo shoot with Pete that I wanted to finish, that I never did finish, but I think would be really cool if I did finish it. And then I wanted to draw Mikey in a maid outfit. And who's gonna tell me no? So I did that. It was like, I was on Pinterest and it was like, I saw this anime girl and I think she's from this game, but I didn't know the game. I just really liked her outfit. So I drew her in his outfit and her poses. So yeah, it's like really nasty looking because of all the smudge and like the glue smudging, but the pictures of it I have on my Instagram are a lot more clear and clean. Okay. Basement Gerard. Party Poison. I wanted to draw it like if it was like a comic, because it is a comic. But yeah, I want to draw him in like a punky outfit. Really like the way it turned out. I like it. This is where I really start falling off. Party Poison again. Nothing. I was like really fucking sick of this sketchbook at this point. And I've gotten a lot of people that are like, what sketchbook is that? And I'm like, for one, I don't know, because my dad just gave it to me and he said, write your notes in this so you can get your life together. And I was like, okay. But I didn't, obviously. So I don't know where it came from. I think it was from a random pack on Amazon. But it doesn't really take any medium very well. And I really don't like the dimensions of it because I'm used to working in the sketchbook that is Hobby Lobby brand. I don't support Hobby Lobby, but this is the only sketchbook that I actually like. And it's like, it's a square one. So I'm used to having all this extra space. And I feel like I'm really confined with this sketchbook because it's so small. So I was really sick of the sketchbook. So that's what this was about. Long story short. But I worked in it a little bit more. Here's Patrick. Pete eating a burger again. Patrick. Travis. Travi. Oh my god. I love Travi. I love Gym Class Heroes. I love that a lot, so I drew him. This is my new hair. I dyed my hair. This is what it looks like now. Obviously not this cartoonishy and cool, but it pretty much looks like this. And then I tried to redesign my OC sister, Lilith. Pete and Joe, Van Days, Take This to Your Grave era. And then I was like really into the idea that I was gonna like make a mini comic of like Take This to Your Days era. Well, maybe not like take This to Your Days. Did I just say that? Take This to Your Grave era. But like if they were all going to college and they were doing the band thing on the side and they also all had jobs. That's what I wanted to do. Didn't end up doing it. It's still floating around in my brain right now though. I was trying to figure out the style that I wanted, and I think if I did do a comic, it would be in this similar style. So anyway. Oh, well, here's more about that. I have a Google Doc that has way more stuff on it. Yeah, I whipped out the Google Doc. Joe, I did this digitally and I fixed the facial proportions and it looks very nice. So here's that right here. I'll put it right here. Pete. There's Andy. Joe, Andy. Not Joe. Pete, Andy, Joe. Oh, and I think this is the last. Yep, this is the last page. I drew Josh done. Because at this time, I was all starting to get into 21 pilots. So I drew Josh. That's me. And then at work, I drew this. I don't know why. But yeah, that did not really end off with a bang now, did it? Sorry to disappoint, but yeah, that's it. That's the end of the sketchbook. If you liked it, yay, glad. If you didn't like it, that's okay. I understand. Yeah, thanks for watching. Oh wait, oh my god, I was so off-centered. Okay, bye-bye.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright, cause I like the way it burns.